What's happening YouTube? It's Frankie Davey. So when I first started training, looking back, I got it completely wrong. I didn't fuel my body for performance. I was constantly sustaining little niggly injuries. I had low levels of energy. So in today's video, I want to talk about what I've changed since then and how I now fuel myself for optimum performance and, more importantly, living a healthier lifestyle. So my overall day-to-day diet is whole foods focused. Real foods, single ingredient foods, wherever possible, naturally sourced. I'd say personally I have 5 main staples to my diet. The first one being eggs. If you know me, you know about eggs, my love for eggs, the mandatory daily 6, you know how we do. Eggs are arguably one of the best sources of protein on the planet. A whole natural complete source of protein full of vitamins and minerals that are essential for your body day to day. As I said, I like to have at least 6 a day. I get these locally from a farm around the corner from me in an egg vending machine. All of the chickens are free range. They're pasture raised eggs, so the chickens get sunlight every single day. They're allowed to roam completely outside. And as I said, I like to source my food as naturally as possible. So I don't like buying eggs from caged chickens. You are what you eat. The healthier the chicken, the healthier the eggs, the healthier then that makes me. That's how I like to think about it. So eggs, the benefits of eggs are truly endless. Full of vitamins and minerals, as I just mentioned. Good for your eye health, good for your brain health. Full of protein, so whether you're trying to bulk up, whether you're trying to cut down, you've got protein there. They keep you full and satiated. The list of benefits for eggs are endless. High in fat, high in protein. Everyone says about eggs and they're linked to high cholesterol. Studies have proven that that is a complete myth. Dietary cholesterol is good for the body and is actually directly linked to an increase in testosterone, as well as many other things. So for me, I'm not worried about eating too many eggs in a single day. And for me, that's worked perfectly. Passenger princess. The second main staple in my diet is meat. So the meat I mainly eat is a lot of red meat and chicken. They're the two big ones for me, so overall I eat a lot of meat in my diet. I'd say the main two is red meat and chicken. So red meat, plenty of high fat steaks, ribeye steaks, grass-fed mince, and then chicken, I eat a whole chicken, but chicken wings, chicken breast. My favorite being is chicken thighs actually, because you've got all the skin on there, all the fat, the bone, that's all goodness. I like my meat to all be grass-fed, locally sourced, organic, so that again, it's the best it can be for me. Of course, there's times where I have to go to the shop to get it, but wherever I can, it's from the local butchers. Again, supporting local, but also benefiting me as much as possible. In terms of like the cuts of meat, for red meat, I like the fatty stuff. The mince, I have high fat, 20% mince. There's a big misconception that fat is going to make you fat. That isn't true. Fat is a great source of energy for the body, and again, linked to higher testosterone. For me, I've personally felt I can train harder. Ribeye steaks, high fat mince, all the fat on the chicken, chicken wings, chicken thighs. That for me is goodness. And I can feel it when I'm eating it, that surge of energy. I'm a bit of a carnivore, but yeah, it's good for the body, it's good for you. As well as all the fatty cuts of meat, I like to eat plenty of animal fats as well. So I'll cook all my meat in beef tallow, either coconut oil, grass-fed butter, all of this naturally sourced fatty goodness, basically. All of that stuff is good for the body. I avoid seed oils where possible. Seed oils are they're linked to high inflammation, so you don't want to be doing that. I cook all of my meats, as I said, coconut oil, olive oil, beef tallow, butter, ghee, and that for me works perfect. Another big staple of my diet is fruit and veg. Of course, everyone needs fruit and veg. Me personally, I eat plenty of bananas. I have a banana at least once a day before training. Coconut oil is so good. I have plenty of berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. I do love my fruit. Coconut, mango. It's good to eat fruit when it's in season, but obviously in England it's raining all the time basically. So all my fruit, where possible, I would get it organic, but around me there's not many places that do that. You're still getting the fruit and veg anyway, aren't you? Let's be honest. So yeah, plenty of fruit and veg in my diet. One thing, I do tend to steer clear of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, things like that. They personally don't sit well with me. I find that they cause me to bloat. Last time I had broccoli, my skin comes up. I stick more with root veg like carrots, beetroot, potatoes, things like that. For me, that works best. Another fruit I like actually before training, as well as bananas, is dates, medjool dates. Firstly, they taste really nice. Secondly, a great source of energy, pre-workout as well, if you want to call it. I normally have 2 or 3 of them before sparring or before a gym session with a nice espresso. That's like rocket fuel. tastes so good. It actually does taste so good. Another staple of my diet is raw foods. And before you start thinking I'm eating like raw chicken, don't worry, I'm not. Raw honey, raw dairy is something that I've only just started trying. But the reason for that is because I've read there's truly a load of benefits. First off, milk is great for hydration, boosts energy, it's full of good bacteria. I actually spoke to the local farmer where I got this from, and he said he's had a load of people come to him who suffer from eczema, and since drinking this, they've had no flare-ups. But when they drink normal milk, they have. And if you've been following me for some time, you'll know that I suffer with eczema, or have suffered since I came out of the womb. I'm not even joking. So yeah, I'm trialing this now, raw dairy. This one is actually a buttermilk variant, which is richer in protein, slightly lower in fat, lower in calories. Calories isn't something I care about, but yeah, it's just something I'm trying. But yeah, plenty of benefits to this. I'd be taking it with a little bit of raw honey in it as well, just to sweeten it up, but generally it tastes nice on its own. Raw honey, you want to get locally sourced. All of the honey in the supermarket isn't real honey. I hate to break it to you, but it's not. This stuff, honestly, just try it. Find a local beekeeper, find a local farm near you, and get honey from there. In the summer, if you suffer from hay fever, get local honey. That can help cure that. Again, another great pre-workout. I normally just have a fingerful of this, and boom, I'm ready to go train. But yeah, so naturally sourced, local honey, glass jar even as well. None of this BPA plastic stuff, so that's another win. Oh, raw butter. As I mentioned earlier, I like to have animal fats and cooking oils that are good for you. This is raw butter as well. I believe it's grass-fed. Yes, it is. Grass-fed and from a local farm near me. So again, sourcing locally. Salted, another thing, salt is very good for you, provided it's a good sea salt. Salt is very good for you. Something that I have a lot of. But yeah, number 4. But yeah, another staple of my diet is raw foods, not raw chicken. So staple number 5 of my diet is obviously carbohydrates. As an athlete, they're essential. I think compared to most athletes, I probably eat less carbs. I eat a lot of meat and fats because fat is a good source of energy for the body, especially long term. But don't get me wrong, I do eat carbs. Plenty of fruit and veg, honey, and I like to get clean sources of carbohydrates. So that's white rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, that kind of thing. Jasmine rice, that's my favorite, and cake. They're like my main 5 staples, but obviously around that, let me get one thing clear. I'm not a robot. I do truly believe in 80-20. Everyone knows I love my cake, and I'm never gonna stop that. Cake, everyone deserves to eat cake, especially me. Not just one slice either. But yeah, so 80% of the time I do generally eat whole, clean, naturally sourced foods, and I do that because of how it makes me feel. I've been through times where, as I said, when I first started training as an amateur boxer, I used to eat all these low-calorie foods, loads of protein powders, seed oils, all of this stuff that just was really affecting my body. I used to have injuries all the time. I suffer from low energy, low testosterone, and all of that combined led to injuries, poor performance in the gym, skin issues, health issues. So since I've changed to how I eat now, I'm a completely different person. My performance is up here, my energy levels is up here, my skin is clear. Don't get me wrong, I still do have flare-ups, especially in the winter. The sun for me is the natural healer, so my skin does flare up, but a lot less than it used to. Even in the gym, I'm just naturally stronger, I'm punching harder, and overall just feeling like a completely different person since I've started eating like this, and I'm still evolving. My diet changes, I read things, I like to do a lot of research because I'm generally interested in nutrition, health, vitality. So yeah, it's still evolving, but at the moment I feel like I've got it down to a T. Especially, as I said, with the 80-20 rule, I still allow myself that treat. If I'm going out with my friends, I'm not going to be the one sat there eating out of Tupperware. That's not for me. I don't restrict myself. I eat good because I want to for my body. And then if I am with friends, with family, and there's cake there, I'm going to eat some. Quite a lot, to be fair. Probably too much. Ultimately, keep it simple. I get a load of questions every single day about my diet, how I eat. And day to day, I don't eat the same thing. It varies. As I said, I just eat what I fancy, but I keep it clean, I keep it whole foods. Another thing I'd say is don't look to optimize all the small 1% until you've got that solid foundation. Most of your diet is dialed in, your sleep is dialed in, your training is dialed in. Look to do them things first, and then look for the 1%, like raw honey instead of supermarket honey, or grass-fed beef over normal beef. That's a key point. Everyone looks to go straight up here. Just get the base first, solidify that base, and then look to optimize from there. But yeah, as I said, I'm not a robot. 80-20, I'm not a dietitian. This for me is what has worked. It's proven for me. So if you want to know more about that, let me know in the comments, because I'm happy to make more videos on nutrition. As I said, it's something I truly am passionate about. So if you want to know about it, I'll try to cover it in the next few videos. How to increase your health, optimize performance. Those things for me are a big aspect in my life, so I'm happy to share it all with you guys. So yeah, it's a little bit of a different type of video today, but again, something I enjoy. So I hope that gave you more of an insight into my general nutrition, how I like to eat to optimize performance, and more importantly, health. As I said, health is wealth. Health is wealth. Make sure you follow all my socials, Frankie_Davey, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. Team Davey.